Now here's a quick one about a young guy. He's only 31 years old, got married ridiculously young, like 23, and recently found out that his wife has been up to no good online, posting spicy pictures of herself. You're going to see that he really has thought up until this point that they're in a great marriage. They have sex quite often. She's now taking care of herself, gotten her body back in shape after having kids. That they seem like they have a good time together. And he finds out all this. And it only gets worse and worse and worse. And he's wondering, what the heck do I do? Because he had a great marriage, he loves her, she's his best friend, blah, blah, blah. And of course, he doesn't want to hurt the kids. That'll be a good one here to go over to show you guys that you just simply cannot accept this. That if he stays with her, it's only going to get worse. If she's not already cheating on him. But she's let me rephrase that. She already is cheating on him, but I'm talking about the physical aspect here. And you can't be with someone like this who does this to you because they obviously don't give a crap about you. And you have to part ways as much as it hurts. Otherwise, that's going to be his life. Titled, How do I, a 31-year-old male, move forward after my wife posted nude pictures and did naughty messages with a guy behind my back? He says, my wife and I we've been married for 8 years. We have 2 great kids and what I thought was the near perfect marriage. How many times have we heard that one, gentlemen? We had our second child about 8 months ago and things have been great. Baby sleeps all night, hardly cries, and is all around a great baby. Our relationship is better than ever. And my wife's sex drive has been through the roof lately. She's been feeling confident in her body again after the baby. She sends me dirty messages throughout the day, and we have sex 3 to 5 times a week for the past month or 2. So you can see how on the outside he thinks, man, I got it made, right? She got her body back in shape after having the kids, so she cares about her looks. We're hooking up 3 to 5 times a week, which is pretty amazing for anybody who's been married for a while, right? Amongst the screaming kids. This is wonderful. Last week, she sent me a dirty picture, and I said something along the lines of, those are just right for me, half joking. And when she replied that she'd actually share the picture to Reddit. A friend of hers is a regular poster on the NSFW side of Reddit, and is fairly open about it. So her friend does this. What I tell you about pay attention to who your wife hangs out with. If she hangs out with a bunch of carousel riders, or people engage in activities such as this, is going to rub off on her. My wife said that she felt sexy and wanted to show off. I was not super happy about this, as we have never even discussed something like this, and I had to go check Reddit for myself to see. Right then and there, he needed to stop that right down. You're going to shut down that account, and you're going to shut down any social media, and that's it. And you're lucky I'm not freaking kicking you out of the house. How dare you post nude pictures of yourself online? You're my wife, and you're a mother. I have 2 little kids, and you're doing this kind of bullshit? But again, Sodom Gomorrah 2.0. And this is the generation that was raised pretty much with social media being part of their lives. She's 30 years old. It's 2023. Facebook came out in 2024 and all that. So they pretty much since she was a teenager, it became the regular normal thing. No, you have to nip this in the bud immediately. I find out that she's been posting daily for the past 5 days. Oh, a spicy picture every day. Babe, get out of the house. Out of the house. And interacting with some of the people leaving comments. This hurt me pretty bad. I felt like my trust has been betrayed. You were. So when I got home that night, we had a normal night, put the kids to bed, and had a real discussion about it. I stayed calm and told her how it made me feel. How it made you feel? Look, okay, Mr. Rogers. This is not a Mr. Rogers moment. This is when you lay down the law. Honestly, I'd be kicking her ass out and saying we're done at this point, but this guy obviously is not going to do that yet. I stayed calm and said my trust has been broken. She was very apologetic the whole time, cried and told me she understands and how sorry she was. How good of a man I was for not leaving her, a lot of stuff like that. Hobag Handbook, Chapter 2, put on the waterworks, tell him what he wants to hear. Watch this. Now don't get me wrong, I was upset about the Reddit post she made in the comments, but honestly didn't take it that hard, like I was going to leave my wife over that. And it didn't just sit right with me how apologetic and sorry she was over something that wasn't that bad. Smack! Dude, it was that bad. Posting naked pictures of her online? Come on here. But again, he's also young too, and he was raised pretty much since the teenage years at social media, posting stuff online, so he thinks it's no big deal. It is a big deal. So I straight up asked her if there was anything else that I need to know. I feel like you're hiding something from me, and I promise not to be mad if you just tell me everything now. She very convincingly told me there was nothing else, that she had told me everything, it would never happen again. Okay, we all heard that part. I forgave her and we moved on, had a great night. This was Thursday and we had a great weekend. I took her out on a date on Saturday night, spent the all-day Sunday together as a family watching Halloween movies. A very loving weekend. It felt good to have such a great weekend after all that happened on Thursday. Cut to yesterday, the following Monday. I had to work late and my wife took the kids to have dinner with her parents' house. On nights like that, I usually get home in an hour or so before they do, and I'm home alone. I had this feeling in my gut that there was more to what happened on Thursday that I didn't know about, so I decided to look on the laptop just to see if there was something obvious. I checked her email, and when I looked in the email trash, I see a Snapchat friend had added her, and then she had deleted the email, but only to the trash, but not permanently, because she's a dumbass. Whatever, no big deal, just a Snapchat friend request that just happened to be sent the day that I found out about the Reddit nudes that she was posting. So I check her Facebook, she leaves it logged in all the time, and I see messages from a guy with the same name as the Snap friend. Again, she's a dumbass. As I'm reading the messages, I notice that parts of the conversation are missing, like they've been deleted. My heart stopped. I knew right then and there that something had happened with this guy. Remember Miss Very Apologetic and how you're such a good man for not leaving me? Okay, it's bad enough she's posting nudes. I'd be done with her then, but a lot of guys wouldn't. Now she's engaging with some guy that she obviously Snapchat, Facebook, deleting things. You see what his Mr. Nice Guy approach got him? When my wife gets home with the kids, I acted like nothing was wrong, calmly got the kids in the house, and got them to bed. And I just asked my wife who the guy was. She denied it, and then I showed her the Snapchat email that was deleted. Then the Facebook messages that were obviously deleted. And she just started crying. Well, it worked the first time. Of course she's going to try it a second time. She's denying it. They lie right to your face. Remember, this is the guy that I did perfect marriage. She told me everything. The guy was just some guy that she knew from high school, who she had been sending memes back and forth for months. Never anything sexual at all until he saw her Reddit post. She shouldn't be talking to other guys. She's a wife and mother. That bullshit ends the second she got serious with this guy, whenever that was. But again, this generation, now I want to point something out. If you guys haven't connected the dots already, she's 30. Just had 2 kids. What now do women fear? 30. They fear it if they're not married or on the way to the altar, and they also fear it even if they do have a ring on their finger, because they realize that's when their market value plummets. Just like you buy a new car from the car dealership, you drive that car off the lot, and the value of the car tanks. It's the same thing when a woman turns 30 in terms of looks and the perception, the whole thing. You can have smoking hot women in their 30s and 40s, sometimes 50s, believe it or not. I was a personal trainer. I work with a lot of gyms, and I know what I'm talking about here. But it's not the same compared to the prime of the teens and 20s. So the big 30, they got to make sure they're still good looking. She needs to make sure she's still hot and attractive and wanted, especially having those kids. I'm not justifying the actions, it's just the mindset. He had sent her a message about how hot she was, and she liked the attention. What'd I tell you? Women and attention and validation. I'm 30. Wow, I'm still wanted. She asked him for pictures and videos of his sausage. She talked dirty to him about how she wanted to suck his you-know-what and have sex with him. Divorce. That's it. I was lenient with the whole pictures thing, and then I checked and you lied to me, but now you're doing this. We're done. Get the fuck out. It's over. She eventually told me that his had been going on since she first posted over a week ago. The worst part about all this is the sexting continued even after our talk on Thursday. After she'd apologized and cried and told me how sorry she was, and told me how she would never hurt me again, because she's a liar. Total liar. Friday morning, she is sexting this other guy while I'm at work. She'd been texting him all the way until the hours before I had found out on Monday. I honestly don't know where this would have gone if I hadn't caught it. And I can't help but feel like my wife is more sorry that she got caught than how sorry she actually did this. You're darn right she's sorry. She's putting on the show. She knows you. She knows if she gives you enough waterworks, the odds are you'll cave. All right, I'll never do it again. Some bullshit like that. No, it's over. You can't trust her, okay? I really don't know how to handle this. What do I do? How can I move forward with my wife? if I can't even trust her again. I don't want to lose my family. I don't want to lose my wife. She's my best friend. She's the one person I thought I could always depend on and trust. She tells me she wants to do whatever it takes to work this out, but I honestly don't know if I will ever get over this. Okay, wife, you can go down to the sporting goods store, stock up on knee pads, because you're going to be repaying me in ways you can figure that out. How do I move forward from this with my wife? I don't want to lose my family, but I don't know how to heal from this. Dude, there's no moving forward, okay? You see her actions. You gave her a chance, even though you shouldn't have, with the whole picture thing on Reddit. Meanwhile, she's lying to you, talking to this guy, sending nudes, requesting pictures of his you-know-what, saying she wants to sleep with him, suck his you-know-what. No, it's over. You can't trust her. End of story. End it. I know it breaks your heart because you loved her and you thought, but you love who you thought she was. This is who you're in love with isn't who she is. And you cannot have a relationship, marriage, without trust. And you can't trust her. And the great thing is you got all the proof. So when she eventually tries to spin the story, you got all the proof right there. And I know you got little kids, and it's hard, but you know what? Those kids are going to be raised in a household where mom and dad are miserable because she is cheating on you. I have a very hard time believing she hasn't already gotten physical with the dude, but that's enough as it is. Move on. You're 31 years old, and you got your whole life ahead of you. Your prime is just beginning. Go talk to a lawyer, find out all your options, good, bad, or ugly, as I often say, and go from there. And you can work it out. You will survive. But you stay with her, I guarantee you, she is only married time before she's physically cheating or finding a replacement, something like that. So, guys, there you go. Another perfect example, the perfect marriage, and look what happened behind the scenes. Definitely learn from this guy's situation.